What is going on, everyone? So, in this clip, I find it to be a bit controversial. So, before I explain my commentary or not, I want you guys to take a look at this clip and give your thoughts on it. But be aware, it is very controversial. And as far as America, is it a great thing that we're so diverse? To me, that's one of the biggest things that we learn about each other. We can learn so much from each other by being in these diverse areas or whatnot. Me personally, I hate being in a small box with a specific type of group. I'd rather be around everybody because us as human beings, we have the capacity to grow and to learn a bunch of stuff. And if we were X-Men, it would pretty much be like Mystique. Mystique is a combination of everybody. She can absorb powers and whatnot. But take a look at the clip and let me know what you guys think about this.
We're told over and over again that diversity is a strength. Diversity is not a strength. It's a source of conflict.
I think it's a strength.
Then why is Mexico not inviting Haitians and Guatemalans and Vietnamese into Mexico to make it more diverse? No. Mexico wishes to remain Mexican. And God bless Mexico for that. I would wish that America remained American. America of the 1950s or 60s, or the 1860s for that matter.
Well, America now means diversity. America means Asians, America means African Americans, Latinos, and non-Hispanic whites.
That is very recent, very recent. As you know, until 1965, we had an immigration policy that was designed specifically to keep the United States majority white. And that was a perfect immigration policy in my view. In fact, your country, Mexico, in part of your basic
I'm also American, by the way.
I know you have a dual nationality, but I somehow
yeah.
suspect that you think of yourself as more Mexican than American.
No, I think of myself as Mexican-American.
Mexican-American.
Yes. You were telling me about your vision of America.
Yes, I think that homogeneous countries are happier countries. All around the world, wherever you look, if you see conflict, people diligently slitting each other's throats, whether it's in the Middle East, whether it's in Africa, it's because of diversity. People who are different from each other trying to share the same territories. And look here in the United States. We have had the civil rights movement of 50 years ago, and blacks are still rioting. When Mexicans and other immigrants come to this country, they create enclaves. They don't get along with blacks either. There's always this tension of, do we have enough representation? Do we have enough? You don't agree? All of the major conflicts in the United States are really based on diversity. Diversity of ethnicity, of language, of religion, but primarily of race. Well, Donald Trump has got some first good steps in mind. He wants to make sure no more illegal immigrants come into the country, and he wants to make sure that all illegal immigrants here go back. He wants to end birthright citizenship. He wants to put at least a temporary ban on Muslim immigration. Those are all excellent first steps. In any case, as I say, the economic arguments to me are far less important than what happens to the United States as a cultural entity. I am loyal to my people. My people are of a European origin. And I want my descendants and their descendants to be able to enjoy a European culture in a nation that has that culture as its central one.
That's just so limited, Mr. Taylor.
Oh, sorry. Look,
yeah, because
that's what
happens
want.
What happens with Asians? What happens with African Americans? What happens with Latinos? What happens with Native Americans?
What happens to my
You presented
people,
me with a very limited view of the United States.
That is the view that the Japanese have for Japan, Mexicans have for Mexico, Indians have for India. No other country, except for white countries, would ever countenance an immigration policy that would reduce them to a minority.
Okay, so you guys just seen the clip. So this is my interpretation on it. This guy wants to pretty much exterminate and push out all non-whites, which is crazy. The reason why it's crazy because, okay, he said that, you know, his four founder grandparents or whatnot, his ancestors had discovered the United States of America, which is in North America. But it really just depends on how far you backdate it, because far back in time, this is considered the Native American land or the Native Indians that were here first in the Americas. That's North, Central, and South. And pretty much once his ancestors came down here, they pretty much forced and genocided the Indian Cherokees. We don't hardly see any of those anymore. They're pretty much just like randomly faded out. Not randomly, but they were pretty much wiped out by force. So as far as him saying that his ancestors have found this land, no, that's not correct. But who am I to say? Because my ancestors predominantly come from Africa. As you can see, I'm a black man or I'm an African American. But it's crazy that he brings up these policies from Donald Trump that they want to enforce legal people of Latino descent and Mexican descent to get the hell out of the United States. Even if you guys were born there, he wants to take away your birthrights. So, what do you guys think about that? Would you guys be able to adapt? And have you guys been able to travel and go to a different country if Donald Trump decides to do that and revoke your birthrights from living in the United States? What the hell would you guys do about that? I don't know, but you guys already know my situation. I'm here in Mexico by choice, and I found ways to adapt to it. So I don't know. What would you guys do if he decided to ban and pretty much cut off all birthrights of non-whites, especially you Hispanics out there or Latinos and Mexicans? Let me know what you guys think about that.